Hello and welcome back to one of our mini training sessions on Workbooks CRM aimed at existing Workbooks users or indeed anyone seriously looking at Workbooks as a new CRM system. And in this one, we're going to cover custom records in Workbooks. Now, we've covered before on previous events, previous sessions, how to customize and record certain activity types. Certain type of activities you need to record beyond the basic phone calls and meetings that every CRM system does. And then we've also done how to create your own tabs, forms against records. And in this one, we're going to go to the next level. We're going to go with how to customize your own record types. So custom records in Workbooks CRM, which is an add-on option, by the way, so it does cost a little bit extra on top of your subscription, allows you to create entirely new types of data objects, records, tailored to your specific business needs. So while most CRM systems come up with standard objects, records like, of course, people, contacts, companies, organizations, opportunities, activities, your business might require something a little bit more specialized. So hello, my name is Tim Wilmot, and I'm joined by my colleagues Stuart, Lawrence and Hind. Our company, Wizard Systems, we're a leading independent CRM solutions provider of solutions like Workbooks. We help out organizations use simple solutions to improve their sales, marketing and customer service productivity. So thanks for joining us, those of you on here live, more of you watching and recording, for this little mini training session where we run them on a fairly regular basis. We focus on different aspects around Workbooks, just helping you get a little bit more out of the solution and some of the add-ons and options that you may not be familiar with. Now, the audio part of this presentation is one way only. If you've got any questions, please type those into the question box on your meeting control panel, and we'll do our best to answer those at the end. And so let me just now pass over to my colleague Stuart, and he'll take us through a little bit more detail, the custom record option.
Now, as Tim mentioned, adding a custom record can open up your Workbooks CRM to your specific requirements. Tim's examples on the blog were an educational institution might want courses record. A manufacturer might want to record equipment or production information. Or as I'm going to show you, a record that tracks expenses. Now, Workbooks, we know, is great at financial information, quotes, orders, contracts, invoices, and so on. But what about keeping an eye on the money that your team spends as part of their job? They could have a project that requires them to visit a site. This may entail overnight stays, meals, drinks, and so on. Where can we keep track of this information? Well, this is where a custom record comes into play. Let me show you the record that we have first. So on screen is our expenses record. There's not much to see. We just allow users to add any expenses that they may want to claim back. We even have a nice little custom icon for the new record type. If we click on New Expense, we get a nice pop-up window that allows users to record this information, descriptions, particular categories, how much they're claiming. There's even an option to upload a receipt as part of the process. But, and here's the clever bit, the main part of this is that we can link this expense to an ongoing project. Now let me show you how all this takes place. Into the configuration, into the customization, and it is a record type. But unlike all of these, what we're going to be dealing with is a custom record type. Now this first part of the screen just wants some basic information, and it's just to get the steps about what you're going to call your record type, and so which names you're going to use, which icons you're going to use, are you going to include it in a search, and that gets the first part of it up and running. So it's probably easier if I show you the expenses record type that we've created. So here's the name, here's its plural information, what icon are we going to use. Now you'll notice that once we've created it, we're given the standard information that you get in other record types. What fields do we want to include? Any record templates, any form layouts, and any grid processes. Now, there aren't any on this. We're not going to use them. There are no record templates. There is one standard form layout, which is the one that we saw when we opened it. And there are 18 fields. And these are the fields that help build up this expense. And we can add custom ones. As we know, CF means that it's a custom field. The important one that allows this standalone record type to become part of projects is by linking it. And in workbooks, they use the great name of a dynamic linked item. You'll often hear it referred to as a DLI. And it's the way of linking the two projects, the two record types together. And it's this option here. So we create the expense record. We then say, right, link expenses to projects. And what you have is you have a project, part of your workbooks, and you create a very simple report. This one is a system report, so it's already in the system. And it just links the two. And you tell the system that when I open up an expense, show me the list of current projects so that I can link one to it. It really is that simple to do it. And what you end up with, as we said, is expenses. Really quick, really simple. It can seem daunting when you set it out, but once you get this link working between the projects that are already built in and your new custom record that you've created, the system opens up. Just say, if I open up project lunch, but provide lunch for customer meeting, we can see straight away that this is me in my test system. I provided lunch for a customer, subsistence, I added a receipt, £102, and that's the name of the project. If I go to the project itself, this is where the linking comes in. I take them straight to the project. So here's the project. It's all been working on at the moment. And I've got my normal tasks, entries, delivered, work in progress, the team working on it. And what's really clever is because of the way they're linked, my expenses tab is embedded into the project. So the project manager and the people working on it can see at a glance the expenses that are being incurred as part of this project. And you'll notice I can even add a new expense from within inside the project. So you've got project, and instantly, of course, that would be related to this project. So it allows this two-level expenses capture. As I said, it seems daunting when you start it. The best place to start it out is just to sketch it out, get your idea of what you want. And of course, with systems, we can help. That's really it. It's a custom record that fits your company's needs or requirements. And with that, I'll pass things back to Tim.
Thanks very much, Stuart. So yeah, don't get fazed by some of the terminology like the DLIs. Just think of it as a simple way of that kind of two-way relationship between different types of records in your CRM system. So before we dive into our normal Q&A session, just a brief mention about Wizard Systems for those of you that may not be too familiar with us, but we're a long-standing provider of CRM solutions. Been trading now for over 30 years. We provide a number of different CRM solutions, including workbooks. And as regards workbooks, we provide the total package. We provide the product, provision the product for you, setting it up to your requirements, implementation, integrating it to other applications, providing training to you and your colleagues on how to use it, and also providing the ongoing support as well. So we're a one-stop shop for the Workbooks CRM solution. Right, so if you've got any questions specifically on these custom record types, the custom record option add-on for Workbooks, please pop that into your question section. We'll do our best to answer that now for you. Question from Gemma. Can you report on custom records?
Oh, yes. In fact, I should have alluded to that, shouldn't I? Yes, you can. Once you create the custom record, uh, the data will be available to be reported on using the various report options. So using a template, a pre-built report, all the standard options will be available to your new custom record.
Okay. Question from Mary. Is there a webinar video on projects? That would be helpful for me also. But in fact, I could answer that, Stuart, myself. We did do this on a few events a little while back, so we'll mail you a link to that on our YouTube channel. Basically, 2 levels of tracking projects in workbooks, a sort of basic level and more advanced level. But we can furnish you with more details on. We'll provide you with a link to a webinar that we did recently on projects. Thanks, Mary. Right, next question from Neil. So you've built the custom records. Who can see it and who can edit it?
Right. When the custom record is created, Workbooks creates new capabilities to that custom record, the create, modify, delete, the standard ones, but they're only available to members of the system admin group to begin with. This allows you to test it and get it working. At that point, you can then add those capabilities to other users or other users groups.
All right. I think the last question we've got is another one from Gemma. This is a good question. Can I import into custom records? Custom records.
Oh, yes, I could have shown that actually. There is a button for it. You can, once created, custom record, as I mentioned before, it's fully functioning record within Workbooks. You just need to make sure that the right users have got the capabilities for importing information into Workbooks.
Yeah, and as regards any import mapping fields, so looking at your source data and looking at the target information in Workbooks, in your custom record type, make sure you got the right fields and field types as well defined. So yeah, very, very straightforward. Right, so I think that's it on the questions. Thanks very much, the 3 of you, for those. Just to wrap up this session on custom records, so with the current release of Workbooks is 7.3. We are running at the moment through the summer period a 2-hour intensive online mastering Workbooks course. This is intended to be ultra advanced, all right? So really, really taking to the next level in Workbooks. If you want more information on that, please contact any of us or Maxine at Wizard Systems. We're happy to give you details of that, and they're more of a one-to-one session, so they're specific to you and your use, because Workbooks can be customized so much and so easily to your specific, the way that you do things and your particular type of business. We tend to tailor those online courses, so please contact us for more information on that. And future sessions, if you've got any ideas on topics that maybe we've missed or you think would be interesting to your company or to indeed to other Workbooks users out there, please drop us a line. Happy to consider that. But hopefully we'll be launching another event this time next week on another Workbooks topic. So hopefully catch up with you soon on that. Thanks so much indeed. Bye-bye.